Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks bringing you your daily Tesla report for Tuesday, May 6th, 2025. Let's take a look at the charts. I'm going to start with this one. This really says it all. 287.91, a 2-month channel top that we've certainly pushed through. We even closed above, was it a week ago today, or a week ago anyway, and fell right back below. The failure to follow through on a classic buy signal like that is usually often considered, a sign of weakness unto itself. And I ascribe to that mode of thinking. I do think you can still sell 287.91 or stay short below 287.91, anticipating over the next, 2 to 3 weeks perhaps, 217.12. This image also shows the level to settle below, that is 270.70, to clarify the sell signal. So right now we're in this consolidated framework. We're trading around 287.91. We've not yet closed above it since we did so a week ago. And then the question is, well, when is this thing going to continue south? When is it going to fall away from here? And the answer to that for me is a settlement below 270.70. So if you're not short yet, anticipating 217.12, you may consider doing so with a settlement today below 270.70. And if we do so, I would expect a test within a day or two of 254.56. That is a 50% downside retracement from that April low against the recent high late last week. But I don't see that as a significant support level. Once again, closing below 270.70, you can play 217.12 as like a 2-week objective, where we could bottom out on a weekly basis and perhaps round up from there into June activity. I will say that overall, holding below this 287.91 area will keep the possibility open for the mid 150s to low 160s. And that on the weekly chart looks something like this: 157.23 to 156.33, 163.33, remains in reach over the next couple of months, holding below this channel top at 287.70 on the weekly chart, 287.91, like I said, on the daily chart. So holding below the upper 280s will keep the low 160s in reach over the next couple of months. And certainly a settlement on the way down below 217.12 would clarify 163.33 as a clear-cut objective. The 163.33 down to 157.23 area, 5-year channel support, well suited to contain annual lows, possibly through all of 26. I think that covered the downside pretty well. Upside, closing above 287.91, I think you want to wait for a settlement also above 292.03. I mean, we've been here a week ago, closing above 287.91 without any follow through, obviously. And so I do think that extra nudge is a settlement above also 292.03. That would be a new high settlement price, clearly above the high that was put out last week. And I think that would indicate within 3 to 5 days, 319.02, and within 3 to 5 weeks, 371.82, a descending 2/3 speed line that is projected off the December 24 all-time high. That is the 3 to 5 week objective if we can close today above 292.03. Until then, this is sellable resistance. Day traders, once again, can buy 270.70. If you're short from the upper 280s or you get short from the upper 280s, 270.70 is a solid level to buy into, to reverse perhaps, and even go long into tomorrow. I don't see, a protracted sell-off into later May unless we close below 270.70. Right now, the market is marking time, but still nonetheless below key overhead resistance in the upper 280s, 287.91. So once again, closing below 270.70, I see no good reason to be long Tesla as we move through the rest of May. I don't see a compelling reason to be long Tesla anyway, holding below 287.91. But in terms of don't get caught long with a settlement below 270.70. That would be my recommendation. You want to be short, actually, into the upper 210s, 217.12. A classic channel bottom, well suited to contain weekly, possibly monthly lows. Is there anything else to say? Yes, there is. Please go to wickedstocks.com and take advantage of our 5-day free trial. We put out 2 stock picks every week that are 8 to 10 minute video format, just like this. We go over all the nuances. What is the buy signal? We're always looking for at least a 20% move on the underlying stock. If we see a buy signal in a stock pick and we don't see the clear possibility, the clear potential, the clear expectation for at least a 20% move, we pass on it and we look for one that does, that gets your attention. And so this is typical 3 to 5 week out to 3 to 5 month position playing, swing trading 3 to 5 weeks. These are the higher volatility AI stocks that can yield those kinds of returns within 3 to 5 weeks. And other times, they're more of your blue chip variety that have a more methodical rally to them that is give and take on the way up, and that could take every bit of 3 to 5 months. But oftentimes those signals are a little more reliable with the tried and true blue chips, right? Anyway, we also offer daily triple Q, daily SPY analysis, weekly Apple stock analysis. So you can see it all for free by taking advantage of our 5-day free trial. You sign up, and as long as you cancel by your 5th day, you're not charged. But you might want to stick around once you see everything that we offer, especially the triple Q and the SPY. I don't think I would trade Tesla or NVIDIA without that also handy, just to see the correlations with some of these key levels. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. I'll be back tomorrow, of course, with Wednesday's Tesla. You have a great day.